Hi, my name is Treacle, and I'm the founder of the Lingerie Addict, a lingerie blog that's all about giving expert advice to the everyday woman. And I'm really excited about today's video because we're talking about one of my most favorite pieces of lingerie, the corset. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 ways to tell if the corset you're looking at is high quality, if it's a well-made corset, and if it's a corset that's going to last for years, because a corset should be an investment. It shouldn't just be something that you put on once or twice and then it's done. So we'll be using one of my favorite corsets, this pink silk brocade piece from Quimont, to talk about the 5 things you should look for in a corset. The very first thing you want to look for is steel boning. A lot of cheaper corsets use plastic boning, and that's not as good because plastic, it can warp, it can bend, it can break, and your corset, it's not going to last as long, it's not going to look as nice. You won't be able to get the same kind of cinching power that you would from steel boning. Steel boning is really light, it's really flexible, and it's really strong. So this is a critical part of a well-made corset. The second thing you want to look at, a nice wide metal busk, preferably steel. Your bust should come out to about 1 inch on either side of the corset. A lot of cheaper corsets will use hook and eye tape in place of a busk. Hook and eyes are what you use to close your bra in the back. But that's just not equivalent. Hook and eyes aren't as strong, they're not as durable, they're a lot more likely to bend or to break or to twist than a busk will be. And your corset, it just won't last as long as using hook and eye tapes instead of a real metal busk. The third thing you want to look for, metal grommets for your laces. You don't want to buy a corset that has cheap plastic grommets or really thin metal grommets, because when you have your corset laced tightly and all that strain and pressure of the tight lacing is on the corset, the grommets will rip right out of the fabric, and then your corset's ruined. So really important that you have metal grommets on both sides of the corset. The fourth thing you want to look at, let me just get this open right here. The corset should have a natural material in the lining. This corset uses cotton as its lining. Some corset makers use other natural fabrics like bamboo. But the most important thing is that you want there to be some barrier of protection between your skin and the really pretty fabric that you have on the outside of the corset. So very important that there's a natural material on the lining. The fifth thing you want to look for on a corset, on a high quality corset, is an internal waist tape. I don't know if you can quite see it here. I'm trying to get it under the light. But what looks like bumps and ridges and buckling of the material is actually what's called a waist tape. And that gives extra reinforcement around the waist of the corset, which is where all the stress and the strain and the cinching is happening. So just a quick recap, 5 things you want to look for when you're shopping for a corset. 1, steel boning. 2, metal busk, not hook and eye tape. 3, strong metal grommets. 4, natural fabric lining. And then 5, a waist tape for extra reinforcement where all the cinching is happening. I have an article linked to in the description of this video that's by one of my columnists, Marianne, that gives more advice and tips for how to shop for corsets. And if you have any questions at all, just feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.